Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
We're readers and writers.
We're sci-fi and fantasy fans, and this is the best of all worlds. Hello, and welcome back to our podcast. We are back yet again to talk about another Dungeon Crawler Carl book. Eventually I'll be able to say that properly without messing up. And of course, just to give you all a forewarning, we will absolutely discuss spoilers. This is the fourth book in the series, so if you're coming to us for a review without spoilers, you're in the wrong place. But without further ado, I think we can just go ahead and dive into it.
Yeah, let's go.
So let's start first with overall impressions. So what were your overall impressions of this one?
So I really enjoyed this one. I would put it about even with the third book for me, which I also really enjoyed. Okay. Literally, I gave them the exact same rating in my rating system. Oh, wow. So that's how even they were. If you were gonna push me, I'd say I liked this one better because it had more revolution-related stuff.
Even without the trains.
Even without the trains, I know. I mean, I liked the premise of the third book better, but I think the emotional beats and the long-term consequences for the series were a lot stronger in the fourth book.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I did not have quite as high of an enjoyment, but I had a lot of enjoyment. I would say that for me it was equal with the first book in terms of how much I enjoyed it. There were a lot of good things about it, don't get me wrong, but there were things that I just wasn't as invested in. I think that plot line with Katya really did a lot of heavy lifting for me in the last book. So for this book, I was kind of, I don't know, in a way expecting that sort of thing, and I didn't get it the same level. So maybe I'm salty about Katya. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I mean, if we're going to real quick jump into things we didn't like, I mean, I'm a little sad that Katya's leaving because...
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Katya made her way into my favorite character spot, and then this book, she barely existed, and then she's leaving.
I feel like this is a theme. Mordecai was your favorite character, and then he's gone for the book, and now Katya's your favorite character, and now she's leaving. You better not pick a favorite character from this one, or they're gonna go.
I'm just not allowed to like any of the side characters. Oh my goodness, this is unfair. I mean, I liked Mordecai quite a bit in this one, but he definitely did not get the top character slot. For me, something else that I wasn't a huge fan of was the chaos of the plot. It just felt like a lot of all over the place, which again kind of reminded me of the first one, where it wasn't as clean of a through line for the plot overall.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'd say, honestly, that's how I felt more about the second one than the fourth one. The second one was the most chaotic plot line for me. The fourth one was, I think at the beginning I was really feeling it. But as we got further on and started getting some more interesting, emotional through lines, then I was like, okay, I'm invested. Yeah, sure, we still have to complete a bunch of random different quests to get out of this bubble, but there's some overarching themes that are going on that we're working toward, which really helped me personally.
Yeah. And maybe I just didn't find the themes as enjoyable as the last one. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I can't even describe why that is, so I won't even try. It's like a subtle thing. It's just an overall I don't even know how to put words to it. This is, if you're into MBTI, it's a woo-woo FI thing.
It was cool, but it needed more trains.
Yeah. Or more Katya.
I doubt that was it.
Yeah, more Katya. Yeah. And more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that does kind of lean into what I did actually agree. I agree with you. I really liked a lot of the emotional movement of this story. I thought that was really strong.
Yeah, there were a few things about this book, and I guess to dive straight into it, the most powerful emotional through line, I think, for me was what was going on with Maggie and Chris. That was just devastating
I
finding
agree.
out that like Chris had this big falling out with his brother, but it wasn't him. Like he was helpless and being controlled the whole time, and like he couldn't let Brandon know, and he couldn't do anything.
Right.
And then Brandon died, and he's just like in agony being controlled by this psychopath woman, and it's just it's so devastating. It's like the poor guy.
Yeah. I'm glad that they are no longer going to be a problem for us. That whole family is gone now. The husband died in the last one and now she's gone. So I'm glad that we don't have to think about them anymore because that's just been a looming threat. But I feel like there's a bigger looming threat now. So I guess we graduated.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just pawns
Yeah.
of the bigger threat, which is the other thing that I liked about this book a lot is that Carl's actually starting to turn toward the bigger threat. And he's like,
Agreed.
okay, like we can keep fighting these battles they put in front of us. We can keep trying to play their game, but we're not going to win if we play their game. We have to play our own game. We have to fight back. And I'm like, yes, you get it, Carl.
Yeah.
Start a revolution. I'm here for it.
Exactly. And they really worked around the system that was going out of its way to make it as difficult as possible. You know, their DMs are even being watched now, so they have to be incredibly careful what they say, but they were still able to sneak several things past the AI and the people watching. So that was pretty impressive how that all played out.
Yeah, definitely some sneaky plotting going on. Although I will say this pulled like a red rising on us and very much like was like, oh yes, we know the plan. We're not telling you the plan. Oh no, the plan's going wrong. Just kidding. This was the plan all along. It's like maybe I'm just burnt out from Red Rising doing that way too much, but I'm like, really?
Yeah, we've talked about this before. I don't think either of us likes when it happens that way all that much. So it is, that also did bother me and probably is why it's a 4-star and not a 4.5-star for me because that was a little annoying to try to keep up with. I thought it was fun and I thought the outcome of it all and the cleverness of it was cool, but at the same time, they didn't really fully explain how they pulled that off.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it was cool enough that I'm like, listen, I don't care because I kind of feel that way about some of the scenes in Red Rising too.
That's
I'm like,
true.
it's cool enough. I don't care. I still love the ending of Morningstar, even though it 100% pulls this. So you know, I can't be too mad about it. I just had to point it out. I couldn't help it.
I was going to say something that I really liked about this book was just the general shenanigans. There were a lot of really individually strong scenes throughout the book. Like one of the ones that stands out to me as really enjoyable, and it's not my favorite scene, it's definitely one that I really enjoyed, was the sharktopus. The sharktopus. That was a really, really fun fight, watching how they worked through that and how they problem solved that one, using things that they had, they had given us the Chekhov's gun that built up to that moment. So I liked that payoff a lot.
Yes. Yeah, that was a fun fight. And I also enjoyed, maybe because of personal bias, but the fact that they made like the first boss they fought was just a giant feral goose. If you know me, you know I do not like geese. I've had bad experiences. And so I'm like, yep, that checks out that a goose is the boss. I too would want to fight a goose.
Yeah, and it's like a demogorgon goose. Its mouth splits into 4, like really creepy goose. And it negates magic that I thought it was so funny that the lemonade was literally just lemonade.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What did you think it was? Like the AI being all sarcastic. Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Like the problem solving with like, oh, we can't do magic. Then what the heck are we supposed to do? So, yeah, that was a fun sequence.
The solution was gruesome, and I love it.
And I also, that kind of leads me into, the girl with the lemonade and just all of the changeling kids in that town. I love how like Carl like took them all into
Mhm.
his safe room and he's protecting the kids, which really makes a lot of sense for his character
Yeah,
given what he grew up with. So
exactly.
I thought that was really wholesome, and maybe this is just me personally reading into it because I have written multiple books involving changelings,
Mhm.
but I really appreciated how like Mordecai's like, oh, changelings are the worst. We don't like,
Yeah,
like don't trust them, even though he was a changeling himself.
literally.
He's like, don't trust them. And then Carl just ends up like taking a bunch of their kids in anyway and befriending like Juicebox. And he gets past the stereotypes and the prejudices. And I'm like, good for you, Carl. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I liked that whole string, and I felt bad for what happened to Juicebox's brother, but I also kind of feel like he deserved it.
Yeah, he went out, he put himself in danger. So it's like he knew the risks. He suffered the consequences.
He
So
did
I couldn't
suffer the
be too upset.
consequences. I really liked actually Juicebox's character as a whole, though she didn't
Hmm.
end up like one of my favorite characters. I just thought she added a lot to the story.
Yeah, like I did really like how even though she was an NPC, she had like a personality and
Mm-hmm.
she clearly like cared about taking care of those kids. She was having
Mm-hmm.
second thoughts when Carl's like, "Hey, you want to go through this portal to another floor?" Like
Yeah.
she was her own independent person, which we haven't seen from a lot of
Right.
NPCs yet. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm actually curious to see if their plan will work and if they actually got them there and what kind of shenanigans they've let loose on the sixth floor or the ninth floor, wherever they let out all the feral gods.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dumped the whole ocean worth of water on the ninth floor.
Mm, good luck working through that.
Woo!
He's costing them a fortune while also making them a fortune. So
Yeah.
uh they're probably really really pissed with him. I mean, I guess they are. They've started multiple lawsuits against him. So,
Yes.
but I guess that leads us into who's your favorite character.
My favorite character is just a completely random out of left field
Oh.
pick, like a character who's been in like two scenes in the entire book, but they were like two of my favorite scenes. So, shout out to Florin, the crocodile guy.
Yes, very nice.
He's the first scene we get of him is like watching the recap about how he accidentally killed Fetchy because of like a curse that
Mhm.
Lucia Marr had on him, and obviously he didn't mean to do that, and he was in love with her, and then
Yeah.
she dies, and it's just so devastating, and just watching him break down and like not even try at the beginning of the next floor
Yeah.
is just that was like a masterclass in how to make me like emotionally devastated over a character I barely know. Like it was so effective. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no. And then in the end, when he comes back and Carl helps get him out of his bubble, and is just he comes back, he's like, hey, I was about to give up, but I looked
Mhm.
out and I like saw what you and all your people are doing. I was like, there's still good out there worth fighting for. I'm gonna keep fighting. And it was just, oh, that was so emotional too. We need more Florin because I have
Yeah.
loved everything he's been in so far. So please bring him back in the next book. Please.
He's
Please
definitely an
don't kill
interesting
him.
one. Be careful what you wish for, because
I know. It's probably gonna happen, and I'll just be more emotionally devastated. This is fine. Everything's fine.
it's fine.
I feel like I say that a lot.
You do. It's okay. It's okay. One of the characters that I liked a lot, and I can't remember his name right now, was the guy that was in the glass underground castle, the nerd. Like, oh, that was just a fun little character. But my actual favorite character from this book is, surprise surprise, Carl. He has made it to the number one slot finally on the fourth book.
Well, the good news is they can't get rid of Carl because you called him your favorite character,
Yeah.
because he's the point of view
He
character.
is, so the story literally can't exist without him, so we're safe for now. We're safe for now. I just really like the way that he kind of, I don't know, we got to learn a little bit about how he grew up. We got to see him be conflicted multiple times, and you got to watch that confliction. Like, especially, I'm bringing it back to that Octoshark or Sharktopus scene. in that scene, there's this guy who's a real coward. We'll say that he's a coward. And Carl got genuinely pissed off at that guy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so pissed he was ready to let this guy die. Like he was ready. Like and I just like seeing those darker sides while he also is just building towards such a much more, I don't know, like he's becoming the dad that he wished he had. And I like seeing that kind of character growth from somebody.
There was just a lot of good character growth for Carl in this book, like lots of cool moments, and especially just him starting to really utilize the cookbook and like
Mhm.
stand up for people and like make strides against the system. That was the thing I loved most about his arc.
Yeah, and actually that made me think I did have a thought while I was listening to the audiobook about how much more of the cookbook was in this book, so I'm sure you were really enjoying that.
Yes, I did enjoy that.
Yeah, those were fun. It was a lot more variety in the things shown from the cookbook, which I appreciated.
Mhm.
But I think it's a good time for us to dive into our favorite scenes.
Yes. Speaking of things related to the cookbook, Carl definitely put the cookbook into action in my favorite scene, which was when he used the robot cat to
Mhm.
kill the Zev's replacement lady, whose name I think is pronounced Loida. I'm not sure because I didn't listen to the audiobook, but
I think you're right.
okay. But yeah, that scene was awesome. Just the way he plotted it out, and you could see the foreshadowing ahead of time.
Mm.
I kind of saw it coming. I'm like, oh, he's gonna try and kill her, isn't he? And it was like just watching him like put the pieces into place, playing with the robot cat, clearly complaining about how there's a faulty panel, doing the whole glitter bomb to make it all gross and disgusting, putting it there and having like plausible deniability, like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, this is her fault. And it was so well done. And like they even send in like an inquisitor dude to be like,
Yep.
confess, I know you did this. And Carl's like, nah. And the guy's like, fair enough, we don't technically have evidence, so you got away with this one. But it was just, that was so cool. And yeah, I'm the person who loves redemption, who's gonna like argue, well, maybe we could have some sympathy for this character.
Mhm.
Loida crossed a line for me. I'm like, if you are going to be advocating genocide unabashedly to the faces of the people you're
Mhm.
trying to murder, that is no, that's not okay. I do not approve of this.
Yeah, I think everyone hated her. If anyone liked her, go. No, just kidding. Actually, it's totally fine if you liked her as a character. Maybe you could explain down below, but I definitely found her very easy to hate and to
Oh
kind
yeah.
of like express the frustration towards all that's happening kind of at her. She was a little bit of a conduit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's really no denying that. And I feel like it was especially like a contrast against Zev,
So,
who
yeah.
has just been kind and helpful to them, even though she definitely does not have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that these two people came from this like same culture, and they both had free choice in this
Mm-hmm.
case, and Zev chose to be a good person and Loida did not.
Not at all.
And it's like a really interesting contrast there too between the two managers, I
Mm-hmm.
guess, whatever you call them. But
Yeah. The
yeah,
social media managers. I don't know. I feel like they had an actual title, but I can't remember it
yeah,
either.
I can't remember it, but
Details, schmetails.
but yeah, that was just overall super cool scene, and just such a like a cool moment for like, yes, Carl is just fighting back.
Yeah, 100% I did not see that coming of him killing her, so I missed that, but I was very pleasantly surprised. My favorite scene is a bigger scene than that. It's more like the entire ending quarter of the book.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Ever since they opened the gate for the first time, pretty much from the time they opened the gate from the first time to the fight against, oh, what's his name? The guy with the cape who got the celestial box that
Oh,
princess really
like
hated.
Quan Chi or something like
Quan
that.
Sio, Quan something,
I,
yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Again, physical reader problems.
Quan was absolutely a jerk. But anyway, the whole scene is just built up so well. Like, first of all, this dog comes out, and you're like, oh, it's just level 10. They can take care of it. This will be no big deal. It's like a little big, but it'll be fine. And then immediately they're like, you cannot kill it, or you lose this whole like quadrant. So they're like, okay, well, we will protect it. And then the AI goes and gives everyone else the mission to kill this thing, which obviously would be super bad for Carl and everyone in their quadrant. And so they have to like keep it alive, which they barely do. Like multiple times you think this dog's about to die. Mostly because of I think Quan CH or something. I don't know, like it's Quan something for sure. He just comes up out of nowhere and he starts attacking the dog, and you're like, bruh, are you serious right now? Get out of
It's
here.
like, of course, this guy.
What an opportunist.
And then Carl rips his arm off.
Oh my god, that was so great. No, but I think probably the best moment within that whole sequence for me was when Carl made the sacrifice to worship Ember, literally in order to resummon him to save this dog and to like save his quadrant, obviously. And that is gonna have such huge consequences moving forward. Like, he has quests, some of them feel mildly unwinnable. I guess there's only two.
Yeah.
One of them feels mildly unwinnable.
It's fine. He'll just tear down the whole system before then, so it won't matter.
He's already killed one god. What's one more? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, I really liked how that all played out. And then, of course, at the end, when he rips Quan's arms off, that was pretty cathartic because, you know, you're really annoyed by that guy. And then you find out that he has the ring, which is the whole reason he's, like, been able to level up so fast because he's just kill stealing. And if anyone who plays video games, kill stealing is the lowest of the low behavior that someone can do in a game. So, like, this guy is a representation of the lowest of the low type of gamers.
Yeah, that's another interesting, like, clearly, much like what they did with Maggie, like, the people in charge of the dungeon gave this object to this guy, knowing they were going to push him down the wrong path, and sure enough, he went down the wrong path. It's like, it's so easy to get like lost in like the crawlers being bad when it's like they're being exploited by the system. The system is the root cause of the problem.
Yeah, but for some of them it is them. It is their humanity that was already broken. But it's arguable because in the earlier book, it is basically explained that the corporations of this world are more or less copying the galactic like image or whatever. So like there's been implants in there trying to like guide the culture along. So human culture has been deeply impacted by this alien society. How much of that is what caused these humans to be this way? And how much of that is those humans' base nature? Just kind of like the fish lady whose name I can't remember right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely it's a mix of both. Like I totally agree. Like Maggie and Quan are both at their base probably not good people, and it didn't really take much of a push to turn them into even worse people. But they still got a push in the end. They might have just been mildly not great people to be around, but they turned into villains because of what the system did.
Yes.
And I feel like that's, you know, it's kind of, I mean, it's very much a social commentary. You don't have to read that far into it. It's like
deep, yeah.
individual people are redeemable. Systems are what really turn them into monsters.
Exactly. But I also just want to wrap back around to the scene because as you were saying that, I forgot to mention that I think it was probably the coolest moment ever when he reached through Chris's body, grabbed Maggie, almost lost himself to Maggie. Like if he had hesitated even like 5 more seconds, he would have been taken over by her. And then he kills her. It was so satisfying. But yeah, no, that was very, very exciting for me. But back to what you were saying about the systems are what create that problem. I definitely agree that that's the main theme that's been sort of popping up over the last few books. And it's a lot more obvious in this book than some of the other books. Like the last two books, especially, it's been a lot more prominent, that theme.
Uh-huh. Which is probably why I liked the last two books better, because I'm like, okay, this is what I really want to dive into. That's what
Yeah.
I've been wanting to dive into the moment the dungeon opened. I'm like, this is a
Yeah.
messed up practice. Let's unpack that, please.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I'm so excited for the next one because I feel like we're going to get a lot of world building, and that is what I'm most
Yes.
excited about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be like almost like a Predator film or something.
Yeah.
Like that is the vibe I'm getting. So I'm like, this is intriguing.
I am very excited, and my favorite world building element is actually what showed up right at the end during the epilogue. In the epilogue, there's a pair of people hunting down B. Oh my god, B's alive? What?
Yes. I'm not entirely surprised, but I was very intrigued by how she got brought back in.
Yeah, I was like, they never confirmed her death, so that left it open. So I kind of had that mindset that there's a possibility that she'll be brought back. Even when they described that, like, anybody who died in their buildings, they would also be able to be brought back. So either way, it's kind of obvious she was going to come back. But the way that this scene built up, it really showed a lot about the world. Like, we're talking people who are poor, who are down on their luck, that are doing this, like, mildly evil thing just to pay their bills and support their families. And B's kind of going crazy. And they're hunting people who should be safe. They're hunting survivors who, by the very rules of the game, should be left completely alone.
Yeah, no, that was all like very interesting. I'm like, honestly, I just want more of this. Like, forget the dungeon. I want to know what's going on out in the universe.
Give me the
with,
politics.
Like, yes, the politics. It's fine. This is probably not most people's opinion, but I'm like, this is the kind of sci-fi stuff that I really enjoy.
Same. Yes.
So anyway, but yeah, I agree. That was really, really interesting. And the fact that Odette was involved, I'm like, oh, what is she up to?
I don't trust Odette. She's very Peter Baelish coded, so.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's very likely that she's a bad guy with a small chance of potential good guy.
Yeah.
But heavy bad guy suspicion.
She's giving major bad guy energy right now. Like I said, Peter Baelish. Like, it's all personal gain motivated. And she's just being an opportunist with whatever shows up. Like, the way that she used Mordecai, and now that she's using Carl and Donut, I am sus. I am very sus. I don't trust her. I think the bigger twist would be for her to be the good person. So maybe there'll be a moment.
Yeah.
I'd
be on board with that because that's one of my favorite tropes is when someone you thought they were bad, but it turns out, psych, they're really good.
No, that would be a nice reveal. I hope that's the case, but this may be, I don't know, it's been a pretty optimistic book, so maybe that will be the case. We will see. We will see. Chris was saved, so, there are some who get saved.
That was good.
Helga was not saved. Helga was just bad. So, we'll find out soon, eventually. I don't know. There's still 6 more books to go, so we'll see. What about you? What was your favorite world building element in this book?
We already kind of mentioned it already, but I'm very intrigued to see more about like the gods and the pantheon and their mythology and stuff. I find that kind of stuff generally interesting in just regular culture. And so I think it'll be intriguing to deal with that and with the consequences of Carl getting sucked up into this. There could be some interesting ramifications in the next book.
Yeah, he signed his life away to a god who literally ripped its own eyeballs out. So I don't know what that says about the psychological stability of the god that he is now a worshiper for, but we will see how that plays out.
That's fine, because the god has a puppy.
I know, it's a cute puppy too. It may be the size of a planet, but that's fine.
Because it's a good boy.
It is a good boy. I was actually like devastated that people were attacking this puppy. I was like, how could they?
How dare.
Authors who kill dogs are a special kind of evil, so I'm glad he decided not to kill the dog.
Yeah, I was like, no, not allowed. He's not going to kill the dog. He wouldn't. And
Yeah.
he didn't. So we're good.
But yeah, no, I am incredibly excited to see what happens in the next book. My predictions are that this next book is going to be my favorite so far. That's kind of what I'm anticipating based off what's built up and what I'm expecting to see in this next one. Maybe my expectations are too high, but I've heard a lot of good things about this next one. So
Yeah, so have I. So I think it should hopefully be a good time. Looking forward to it.
yes.
Well, I think that about wraps up our thoughts on book 4.
Woo.
So thanks for joining us. Let us
Yes.
know down in the comments, how do you rank this book compared to the others in the series? What was your favorite moment? Am I alone in the fact that I'm like, I want more Florian? That's probably just out of nowhere, but listen,
Hey.
these are my opinions.
He's got an alligator head. He's pretty cool. He
Yeah.
might smell like garbage, but you know.
They probably all do. They've
I
been
mean,
running
to
around
be
killing
honest.
monsters and getting splattered with blood. So,
Yeah.
that is one stinky dungeon.
It definitely is. But before you end up stinky, make sure to like and subscribe so that you can and hit the notification bell so you can listen to all of our episodes about Dungeon Crawler Carl and more down below.
And more smooth transitions like that.
Oh yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us and hope you have a great day.
Bye.